speaker for the day, Mrs. Malli Srinivas, motivational speaker. Malli Srinivas is an experienced motivational speaker on leadership and emotional intelligence. She is a trainer who believes in transforming people at every level. Her unique selling point is her capacity to transform people from being ordinary to becoming extraordinary. Her training includes assertive communication, conflict management, development of right attitude and empathy at all levels, high performance management, calculated and timely decision making, leadership, emotional intelligence. She feels her life experience as an entrepreneur and exporter for 13 years that included a Best Women Entrepreneur Award, Small Scale Industries, from the state government of Tamil Nadu, has equipped her with enough and more knowledge about human nature and interpersonal relationships. She is a life coach and a specialized business mentor. She mentors corporate business heads and professionals one-on-one by helping them to discover their potential, thereby ensuring further success and growth in their business. She has been a successful president of a Rotary Club twice. She has completed her MCom, is certified in counseling, and has a master's diploma in training and development from IATD Chennai. The trial and tribulations that Malli has personally faced in life, business, and socially has more than equipped her with empathy and the courage to equip fellow humans to address their predicaments. I would like to turn the time over to Mrs. Malli.
Good evening, and thank you, Maria. And thank you, India Turns Pink Anand, for the opportunity. It gives me great pleasure to share this virtual platform with such eminent people. To begin my talk, I will be wearing my counselor's hat, as that is more appropriate for this session. When a person is diagnosed with cancer, it is akin to hearing about the bereavement of a person very close to them. They go through the stages of grief like denial and disbelief, anger, depression, and finally acceptance. Denial and disbelief, where they feel maybe the pathologist has made a mistake, or maybe the doctor has switched reports, or maybe the doctor is not qualified enough and I need a second opinion, and so on. That is anything but believing that they have cancer. The next stage is anger. And it is the eternal question that man has asked whenever he's faced with tragedies and crisis. Why me? Anger that when I've been such a good person, is this the reward I get? When I have helped so many people around me, is this the reward I get? I've been such a spiritual person. I have gone to temples and mosques and churches regularly. And is this the reward that I get? This is the anger against fate. And finally, they go into depression, where it's an abyss that they are standing on the brink of, and there is nothing but darkness and no hope for the future. After this stage, there is the acceptance stage, where they accept that they have this disease and then they seek treatment. I would recommend counseling at all stages of cancer. Counseling can help the patient to come to terms with the disease. As they go through the treatment, it is necessary to counsel them whenever it is permissible, because they need someone empathetic to vent their feelings. Family and friends are okay, but what they actually need is a totally empathetic stranger who will be empathetic and not judgmental. I think you would have experienced this, or maybe you have heard of people bearing their souls to, co-travelers on long aeroplane or train or bus journeys, because they know that this person cannot impact my life in any way. So it is easy. They feel safer exposing their feelings to these people. So a counselor is very, very, very necessary at this point of time. A lot of people sometimes feel indebted or obligated to people who take care of them during their disease. human emotions being extremely complicated, this itself causes bitterness in them. It's not like you go and stand in front of a water dispenser and you switch on the red button and you get hot water, and then you switch on the blue button and you get cold water. Human emotions are not like this. Where a human has to feel grateful, they will feel resentment. They cannot help it. This is how they are. The best of intentions, the best of advice from family and friends will be irksome to them in their weakened condition. Then it is very important for them to have someone to counsel them, to calm them, and to accept the situation. A lot of pain, food restrictions, lack of appetite, hair fall, fatigue caused by radiation and chemotherapy, as the doctor said, can all bring about depression. They need to be counseled to not just move on, but to look forward to better days. They need to believe that there is life despite cancer. They should be prevailed upon to face the disease with mental strength and fortitude. Once they are in remission or cured, they need counseling to keep the fear of recurrence very much in check, because the smallest of symptoms will trigger their fear of the disease returning to them, of the disease recurring, and this will cause depression. This fear is actually something all of us have experienced now in COVID-19 times, because we dare not sneeze or cough and immediately our mind switches off and goes to saying, hey, maybe I have corona, or do I have corona? So it is the same for them. Counseling is necessary to make them see each day as a fresh and joyous lease of life. Breasts, coming to breast cancer, breasts being such an essential part of the feminine psyche, it is especially hard for a woman to accept mastectomy or the removal of breasts. From the budding stage to trying out trainer bras, from feeding babies to adjusting to the sag of breasts in our old age. Breasts are such an important aspect of a woman's physique. But I would just say to them that there are prosthetics with which you can, make do, because once you're cured, the prosthetics are nothing. And we women have been using prosthetics throughout. We wear push-up bras, we wear padded bras. So you can just imagine that it is a similar aid to enhance your physique. Another important aspect is that counseling is also necessary for the immediate family and caretakers. They should be made aware of the patient's psychological mindset and taught how best to cope with this situation. Similarly, I think cancer survivor groups are also a very big help in this matter. Thank you so much for the opportunity.